Now invite him to kindly take over the mic and encourage us with your valuable words.
A very warm good morning to each and everyone present here. My dear respected officers who are present today and respected dignitaries. First of all, I'm very overwhelmed today to share this dais in front of all of you, my dear students. Till to date, I have been always sharing about the strategies, how to prepare and what to prepare, how to become an officer. But in my last 4 to 5 years of journey, this is my first experience where I would like to share my opinion and my views with my upcoming officers who have already received their appointment letters just yesterday. I welcome you all once again in today's felicitation cum interaction program with our esteemed guests and officers who have just recently cracked APSC CCE 2020. Some of our students could not be here amongst us due to some of their personal issues. But those who have gathered here, I personally appreciate their effort and thank them from the bottom of my heart for coming here and being ready to enlighten all of our present students of Civil Services Achievers Point about their journey, about their struggle, about their ups and downs during their preparation stages. And I am very sure that our present students will be highly motivated and encouraged after listening about their journeys of preparation. Today, I, on behalf of Civil Services Achievers Point, would like to thank all my faculty members, our staff members, teaching as well as non-teaching, for their invaluable support and effort towards the organization for a long time period. Without them, definitely CSAP could not have reached this stage. Today, we have assembled here as we have already felicitated our students who have turned officers in the last recently declared APSC CCE 2020. Today's main agenda will be definitely to hear their journeys. I have already shared with all of you, as our anchor have also shared their profiles. We have amongst us successful candidates from different services like Assam Civil Services, Assam Police Services, Superintendent of Taxes, Block Development Officer, Sub-Register, Labor Inspector, and so on. We would be happy to listen to them. But before that, I would like to share some of my experiences, what I have gone through in various stages, maybe during my preparation stage as a civil service aspirant, or maybe as a teacher in the field of coaching for civil services, or even maybe while interacting with so many officers. I feel lucky enough to have so many people in the circle who are already in the services. And I have been lucky enough to see the inside and outside perspectives of the entire bureaucracy setup of our country and also of our state. As our students are going to join the services in a very short time period, I wish them best wishes from the bottom of my heart, and I want them to achieve a very successful and a bright career ahead. But at the same time, I would like to tell them that the journey that they have already overcome was definitely a very, very difficult one. But the journey that they are going to face in the upcoming years or during their service tenure is going to be more difficult and challenging. As an officer, I believe that we all should be very open to different challenges. Today, they have joined as a young bureaucrat of the state of Assam. Very soon, they are going to be getting some postings at various levels, as in maybe in some block level, or maybe at some departmental level, or maybe at some subdivisional level, or even at the district level and at the state levels. One thing that we should always keep in mind, what I feel is that we should be always open to challenges. We will be facing so many challenges. We will face so many people across our lives. We have to keep one thing in our mind, and that is these problems, or to encounter these problems, whatever schemes will be there, the schemes will be highlighting some facts and figures. How I see these facts and figures is representing one single life. If we talk about any social indicators, if we talk about any particular facts or figures of any particular schemes, these facts and figures are representing one lives of the citizens of our nation. And these lives, if we can create a small impact upon these lives through our work, definitely the service will be justified through these bureaucrats. These lives may come to you on a particular day with a basic problem. It can be a very simple issue or it can be a major issue. The features of personality like compassion or empathy should be there amongst us or in our mind at the same time. It is very important to have a holistic approach towards the development of our society. We understand that once we enter into the system, we will be facing so many challenges, but we have to keep one thing in our mind. And that thing is that this batch of officers has joined at a very, very special time period of our nation's history. And that is the 75th completion of 75th years of independence. And this batch will be also serving our state as well as the nation during the century or the 100th year of independence of our nation. And we understand that celebrating a century year of independence of our nation will expect from each and every one of us, and will also demand from each and every one of us our service with a lot of integrity and honesty and dedication with a consistent effort. So whatever or wherever they will be at various stages during their service tenure, sometimes they will be in some investigations, sometimes they might be even in some policy drafting mechanisms. It is our responsibility to think how to create the new face of Assam in the upcoming time period. Assam has been progressing in the last 2 decades, as we can see. But we also understand and we know that Assam has to achieve a lot in many stages across various fields. We all will be posted in various departments and various fields. We have come from different communities and from different districts or from different demographic backgrounds. But if we can work as a team, we are hopeful that Assam can reach sky in the upcoming time period. In this particular moment, I would like to highlight one particular important point about the importance of team building and team effort. Because we as officers, you have to understand the importance of team effort. I would like to share a simple and a small example here. And it is like every morning when we wake up, we see Safai Karmakaris or the sweepers or the persons who are driving the cleanliness efforts to keep our cities and villages and towns and our state clean. Just imagine if all the households also participate with them. Think about the contribution and the confidence level of the Safai Karmakaris. But in spite of the cleanliness drives on a daily basis, we see that our cities, our towns, our state or our country, we find a lot of garbages across everywhere. And this is why, is because we are not participating with them. We will agree with this point that we as citizens of the country are not participating with the Safai Karmakaris. And their single effort cannot achieve whatever targets we have set, maybe in the field of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or in different cleanliness drives. We still find so many, lot of garbages amidst us. This is because we lack the team effort, we lack the belongingness with something that has been taken as an initiative. So it is very important to keep in our mindset, wherever we are posted or wherever we are contributing in our service, it is very important to take our subordinates, our seniors in confidence, or even other citizens of the state or your subdivision or your district or your block level. You have to take everyone into confidence and develop a team wherein the success of any scheme or of any step or of any initiative will definitely reach the targets. Also, through this mechanism, we have to keep one thing in our mind, and that is the importance of social capital. We see that in the 21st century, as we are progressing towards development and growth, somewhere we are missing the social capital in the society. By social capital, I mean the trust factor. We see that we are missing out the trust factor across various sectors and fields. Whether we talk about teacher-student, or we talk about doctor-patient, or we talk about politician and voters, or in fact, even we talk about the administrators and the citizens. We see that the trust factor or the social capital has been diminishing throughout the time period. As an officer, it is our responsibility to build up the social capital and the trust factor, and without which I believe it is very difficult to achieve our targets. At the same time, as an officer or a future bureaucrat, you all have to develop a very positive work culture in your office or in your department with a motto that will be always highlighting service before self. It is very important to understand that our country needs you. Our country needs good administrators. Our country needs honest administrators. And we are proud that even the present Assam government has been taking a lot of positive steps in order to create a hope and a positive ecosystem wherein it is developing a confidence amongst the youths of our state, of our nation, to develop a very proper, a strict discipline of ecosystem and a competitive spirit through which we have developed a positive environment that if we can do a little bit of hard work, definitely we can achieve something. And that is visible and present in front of us amongst these officers because throughout their hard work, throughout their continuous efforts, one thing you will find in common among all the officers, those who are present today on the stage, you will see, you will hear through their speech, you will hear through their journeys, that one thing is common amongst them, and that is a consistent, dedicated effort in a disciplined manner. I'm very sure you will find out that common factor among all of them. And that is what also I would like to tell all my present students or the upcoming and the future bureaucrats, that if you are not able to produce this consistent, dedicated effort in a discipline, with a discipline definitely, it might become very, very difficult for all of you to crack this prestigious civil services exam. So it is very important to, at the same time, to enjoy this process of your journey of preparation. At the same time, it is also important for all the officers to enjoy their process of work and the journey of their work. It is important for them to motivate their subordinates who will be there in their offices to build up a positive environment in their offices. At the moment whenever they will be posted somewhere, they will always feel with one particular feeling, and that is like how this office has been running, or what the past officers have done, or how we can bring a change. But whenever you will be going through this process, it is very important to understand the grassroots problems of that particular department, or the grassroots problems of that particular block, or that particular district, or of a particular subdivision, or at any particular level. It is very, very important that we first try to understand the grassroots problems. And if we can dig out the grassroots problems, it will be very, very easy for us to address these problems with a positive solution, because all problems are associated with some emotions. All the members of your particular level will be having or will be approaching you with some expectations, with some emotions, with some thought process that they will come to you with some to seek some help. I would like to share one example. I came across a few months back 3 women from a very poor background. They came to a senior administrator and they did not get the 830 rupees of the Arunodaya scheme, which was recently announced by the government of Assam. And the problem was not with them, the problem was on the side of administration. And that was that during the merging of banks, we all are aware about the merging of banks, the IFSC codes got changed. And the IFSC code that they had written down on the application forms were no longer similar with the updated IFSC codes during the transfer of the amounts. And they had to, you won't believe, they had to come to that office for almost 6 to 7 times across a time period of 6 months, but without getting the money transferred to their account. And for them, 830 rupees per month is also a very, very big issue. So if you at any time period come across this kind of situation, I request all of you that you be empathetic towards them, show some compassion and take an immediate step. Try to help out the needy ones, because they need you, the state needs you, and everyone needs you at different levels. I have already talked about the team effort. I have talked about your characteristics or your personality traits that you need to have. It is very important to keep one thing in mind. At last, I would like to share what Mahatma Gandhi thought about. I'm very sure that all of you will come across various problems towards decision making, or at some crucial time period of your service tenure where you have to take some crucial decisions. It is very important to remember a particular statement what Mahatma Gandhi said, that whatever decision we take in life, if we can think that if that particular decision can impact a person who is at the bottom layer of the society, and if our decision is helping them in any way, we should definitely take that decision. I hope that you all will keep this thing in your mind, that whatever decision we will take in the future time period, we will keep one thing in mind, that this decision will definitely help the needy ones, the economically weaker section people, or the ones who are at the most bottomest layer or the strata of a society. And I'm very sure if we can take an inclusive and a holistic approach towards empowering the society, and by society I mean across various fields of the society, like the youths, the elderly citizens of a society, the females especially, the children, the LGBT community maybe, or in fact the specially able citizens of a country, of a state, we have to be very we have to approach with a very inclusive manner, so that whatever decision, whatever policy we frame, we can touch each and every one of the society. And whatever policy we take, the present Prime Minister of a country is talking about reform, perform, and transform. So definitely with this tagline of reformation, performance, and transformation, if we keep these three words in our mind, definitely we can achieve heights in taking our state to, or the goal of our present Chief Minister of Assam, that we are going to make Assam the fifth most developed state of our country. Definitely, I'm very sure we will achieve that target in a very soon, in a sooner time period, if we are moving ahead with this particular mindset. And lastly, I'd like to share one more thing, and that is, like, once I was listening to a bureaucrat on our National Civil Services Day, that is celebrated on 21st of April every year. So one particular point that we need to keep in our mind as an officer or as a future bureaucrat is that whenever we go and join a particular office or a particular department or a particular subdivisional office, it is very important to know our subordinates, and not know them personally, but we have to know that in which field each and every individual is expert. Many a times, many of the work gets delayed because at a superior level, we might not know which person is having which particular special characteristics, or গোটেই অফিসৰ কামখিনিত তেওঁলোকে কোনটো কামত তেওঁলোকৰ দক্ষতা আছে, আমি সেইটো জানি লোৱাটো উচিত. We have to know that particular thing. And if any work is coming on our hand, we can immediately get it done, if we know who is good at what and who is bad at what. And that is why it is very important that we know our subordinates. We know each and every person of our office, wherever we are posted. And we should never be afraid of fulfilling our honest intentions and our integrity. We should never be afraid of any external pressure, or we should never be fearful of any external threats. We have to have firm belief on our intentions, on our motives, and if we can keep this in a very static manner, I'll give you a last tip. I have been always giving you a tip as a student, but now you all have become officers. And the last tip, as you have already achieved your goals, and with that I'll complete my speech. And the last tip will be that the day when you will be joining your office, wherever you will be posted, I would request all of you at a personal level that just the day before you join the office, write a long essay. Okay, we have all written essays. Okay, I have given so many tips how to write an essay and how to get good marks. But this will be the last, maybe this will be the last essay of your life. Before you join your service, write a long essay, as many number of words, without any word limit, without any time limit. You can take 3 hours of time, 5 hours of time. Write a good essay. Write all your thoughts, write your plans, write your intentions, write your targets, write the things that you want to achieve. Write about a new Assam. How you would like to see Assam when Assam with the country will be celebrating 100th year of independence in 2047. Because I'm sure you all will be at a senior level of service at that time period after 25 years of your life. And you should keep that essay with you all the time. And throughout your journey, you should take out this essay after a tenure or of time period, of an interval, maybe 2 years, 5 years, or maybe after 25 years. And you will see that what you were 25 years back or 10 years back, what were your targets and how much you have been able to achieve. And I'm very sure that this particular essay will help you to keep in track, will help you to keep your ideologies in track, it will help you to maintain your service tenure with a lot of integrity. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best, a very, very bright, successful career ahead. And I wish my present students that they also achieve their goals and targets very soon. And I want to see you very soon, not there, but right on the stage. Thank you and all the best.